and welcome to another edition of Locker Room OT at wearegreenbay.com. Joining us tonight, Appleton East head coach Mark Kromenacher and Spencer Brochtrup. How you doing?
Hey, pretty good.
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
It's been a while since Appleton East got off to a 4-0 start. I don't know if you had to look it up in the archives, but just from my recent memory in covering high school football for 25 years now, the Patriots are not back on top, but things have definitely changed, haven't they, Coach?
Right. It's been a little bit, and the reason why we're at that point is because of the leadership that we have with these players, and they're taking pride in what they're doing. We got great coaches, we got great players, and it's been pretty fun.
The Valley has always had some great football, and you've been a coach around the state. Did you guys know, because when you're in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and then you're slugging it out, and then all of a sudden you get to high school, did you have an idea that with a new coach, a new direction, a new attitude, that you might be able to put together the season? 4-1 already, and we'll talk more about what you guys did last Friday night, because that was impressive.
In Pop Warner and everything, our coaches always told our class to stick together, and it was only going to get better. So right now, it's really paid off that we stuck together as a team, and it's paying off right now.
Yeah, seeing the fruits of their labors, that's for sure. Mark, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is your second season in Appleton, and you've been around the state at certain spots. And did you always knew you wanted to be a coach and teacher?
Yeah, definitely. I'm originally from Wisconsin Rapids, so got some good coaching experience over there, and then went up to Rib Lake Prentice and taught and coached over there, and that was great. Great people up there, and knew I wanted to get to maybe a little bigger spot, and it's a great place to be. Appleton East is an amazing school. We have just with great teachers and great everybody. The culture there, we're creating just an intentional culture from the office staff to the administration. It's been awesome, and happy to be there and happy to be with these players here.
Yeah, seen a shot of some of those guys. You brought five dudes up here today.
Right.
Almost 8 Thornberry Creek out of the buffet line there.
Yeah.
Got to get some big linemen. Those look like all the skill guys.
That's right. We're still looking for the big linemen. If we can find those, we'll put them on the team. But
Spencer, how hyped up was that game against Kimberly? I got back. Our Friday nights for us, I'm so zoned in on my 1 or 2 games that I go to.
Yeah.
And since I'm in Green Bay, I don't get to the Valley as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But I remember everyone, Kimberly's the bar.
Yeah.
And you guys now are right there. How cool was that Friday night?
It was amazing. There's a lot of fans there, a lot of people. Going into every game, we expect to win. Obviously, it didn't plan out like we wanted, but with the leaders and leadership we have on this team, we never stopped fighting, and it went to the very end. So.
Yeah, and Mark, I talked to Steve Jones before the season, did a little preview with them, and normally he says Appleton North, who's going to be good in the VFA, and he knew they've had wars with Fondy lately, last 4 or 5 seasons. Appleton North comes out of his mouth. He said Appleton East. And he said it with a lot of conviction. What does that mean to you, that a guy of that stature is already recognized, whoa, they're a program on the rise?
Yeah, well, Kimberly obviously has it going, and what they've done the past few years is just amazing. And Coach Jones does great things over there, and I know for a fact that they focus a lot on leadership and culture, and kind of similar to what we're doing over here. So, yeah, that means a lot, and close one on Friday, did not end how we wanted. Definitely proud of the team. But we've got work to do. It doesn't matter. We need to get better. It doesn't matter how close it was. And, but Kimberly, a great team. Yeah,
and if you didn't see the highlights or didn't follow the story, Spencer, it was a heavyweight fight. Every time they threw a punch, you threw going back, and sometimes even harder. You get right down to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Go for 2 for the win, and it doesn't go your way. Was it disheartening, or were you? Obviously, when you lose a game like that, it's going to hurt a little bit. But did you guys also afterward, as a group of guys, go, look, we might see them again?
Exactly. That's exactly what we said. None of us really put our heads down and moped. We kept our heads up and just kept saying that we're going to see him again. And when we see him again, hopefully we can get the job done this time.
And it's fluctuating from time to time. Certain programs are good, and there was a time, Oshkosh North, I know it was 20 years or 19 years ago, they had probably one of the greatest teams ever in 2000. Undefeated state champs, and they've been back since. But when you beat somebody 48-7, you had a couple tough ones earlier in the year, but you started the season 4-0. Big confidence boost for this group?
Yeah, definitely. It just kind of proves, what we had thought about going into the season, that the hard work that they put in the off season is going to pay off. They play, a lot of guys play multiple sports. They really committed intentionally to the weight room with an intentional program in the weight room that was consistent, and the leaders would hold people accountable because the leaders were going to be right there doing it, and if guys are missing, they're going to make sure that they're not going to be missing much longer, and so that's why that 4-0 start was a big confidence boost, because it just kind of proved that we knew we had some potential, and now we're finally executing on that.
Well, Spencer, here we go. It doesn't get any easier. We talked a little bit before about the schedule.
Yeah.
You got Kaukauna, who's 4-1, then Appleton North, who's also 4-1. You got to get one more win for sure.
Yep.
And then, you finish with Oshkosh West and Appleton West, who are both 2-3, but in your league, you can't take anyone lightly, can you?
No, you can. And Kaukauna, they're an uprising team. They're a young team, but they're really good. And it'd mean a lot if we can get this locked in for playoffs.
Plenty to play for still, Coach, right?
Yeah, no doubt. No team in this conference can you take lightly at all. Every single game is going to be tough, especially these next, all 4 of these games are going to be tough. Kaukauna got us last year, and they've got some really good players and really well coached. And then obviously Appleton North has been near the top, and they're always near the top, and so that's going to be a tough one as well. And we just got to get the 5th one. We got to lock in our spot in the playoffs because we haven't done that yet.
That's right. All right, head coach Mark Kromenacher of the Appleton East Patriots, Spencer Brockdrup. Appreciate you coming up.
Right,
good luck the best of the way.
Appreciate it.
All right, you've been watching Locker Room OT at WeAreGreenBay.com.